guys, I got a little bit of a messed up story for you, and all of us being car guys, I would assume you're a car guy watching this. At some point during the hobby, there's a pretty good freaking chance that you're gonna need to ship a car, whether you move, whether you sell it, whether you're buying. There's a million different reasons why you would need to ship a car. Well, I'm gonna hopefully prepare you, and I'm not gonna sit here and BS you. I don't have the actual answer on what a better way is, but I'm gonna explain to you my experience. Maybe that will help you. So let's go. All right, boys, so without getting really long-winded, let me explain to you the situation. My other brand, Horsepower Sweepstakes, which, by the way, guys, ends 1/1. The second giveaway for Horsepower Sweepstakes ends 1/1. Do not miss your chance. Link is always in the description. Anyway, our very first giveaway for Horsepower Sweepstakes was a car, Mustang GT, and $5,000 cash. So included in that for the winner was they could either come pick it up or ship it. The individual that won it lived in Connecticut, and that's about 16 hours from me down here in Tennessee. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna ship it. So I get online, start Googling, shipping a car, all that. And long story short, I came up on a website, and the gist of it was you put in the pickup location, the delivery location where the car gets dropped off, kind of a timeline, a little bit of info on the vehicle, and then at that point you would get people respond to you with accepting the shipment and sending you prices and all that. Number one problem, my phone melted. The text messages, the emails, the phone calls for the first day, I pretty much just had to turn all notifications off of my phone. It was insane. And they would call me, I wouldn't answer. They would text, and then they would send an email, like boom, 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 right in a row. It was freaking ridiculous. Now, a lot of these, you don't know which ones are real, which ones are BS. Like I said, we have a shipper that we use, but he doesn't go any farther north of California. He goes all the way to California, but he doesn't go any farther north than North Carolina. And so we couldn't use him. And so I'm getting all these crazy messages and all this, and I start looking. Some of them provided a price, all of that. And so I sifted through them, and I found one that looked like it had a pretty fair price on it. And I'm going to tell you, the prices ranged from $400 to like $2,500. Like, I didn't know what to freaking think. And I was pretty aggravated, to be honest with you. And I was this close to just hooking up and taking it up there myself. My truck would be fine doing that. It was just a matter of time, and I didn't have it. So shipping was the best option for me. Well, so long story short, I got with one of the messages that came through, spoke with them, sent them a whole long list of information. Is the car mobile? Is it, tons of different information. And so gave him a date, gave him, all this. And this was about 2 weeks before the agreed pickup time, and 2 weeks. So we come up to the day when the car was supposed to be picked up, and I hadn't heard anything. So I send the individual a message and said, hey, I'm going to be in and out today. Can you give me a rough estimate of what time you're going to be there to pick up the car? And so he's like, yeah, let me get with the driver, blah, 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 blah. This is via text. And I was like, all right, whatever. Well, it gets to lunchtime. I still haven't heard anything. So I text him again. It's like, hey, I need to know when he's going to be here to pick this car up. Again, it's been 2 weeks since we've had an agreed date and price and all this. And so he texts me back, can I call you? It's like, man, whatever. Okay. So he calls me, and he said the driver's delayed. It might be another day. I'm like, okay, I understand. Delays happen. That's fine. Whatever. Well, then he tells me, driver doesn't want to do it for the amount that I quoted you. I said, no, that doesn't work. I said, you can be here tomorrow, which isn't the day we scheduled. That's fine, I get it, but I'm not paying you any more money. He said, well, okay, let me talk to the driver. And he calls me back. He said, no. And granted, he almost doubled the price. I think the price we agreed on was about $650. And he comes back with $1,200. And I'm not even kidding you. I said, look, he can pick this car up tomorrow for the agreed price. I'm not paying you any more money. He said, well, let me talk to the driver. And the guy's name was John. And in talking to him, he could barely speak English. I'm not sure exactly where he was from, but couldn't even speak English. And but I do some searching and found this car shipper reviews website, and it pulls up this company, and I saw probably 800 to 900 negative reviews saying the same exact thing. And they get you on the hook. Then they try to raise the price, blah, 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 blah. So I sent him a link. I sent him the link that I found. And I said, this is what you guys do? This is how you operate your business? Oh, no, sir, blah, 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 blah. I said, well, this is what you're doing. This is what all of these reviews say you're doing. And he hemmed and hawed. And I said, look, you can cancel the pickup, refund me my deposit, and I'll go with somebody else. And that's a whole nother story. But so I found another one. It ended up being about $800, but they show up and all that was good. Again, the driver couldn't speak any English. I mean, he could, but like basic words, and like no paperwork. Like, if you're sending a car off with somebody, you'd like to have something to prove you did it. Didn't get any of that. And the car did get there really fast. I mean, he must have drove all night, but it got there within like 24 hours. And you're thinking the story ends. Well, the story doesn't end there. The car gets there, and I guess they knocked the exhaust off. I mean, it was something that could be fixed, but they knocked the exhaust off. I guess loading and unloading at different stops, pickups, whatever. And then the last part of the story is the driver, when he goes to deliver the car, asks the guy that was receiving the car, the winner, asks him for more money. So, without trying to drone on, because I know this video is kind of running long, be very careful when you're shipping a car. I don't have an answer for what the best way would be to avoid all that BS, because it was BS, and I was ready to bust some heads. But long story short, just when you go to ship a car, find somebody reputable, do your research, and expect it to be a basic shit show, because that's exactly what it is. And man, it was frustrating, but it's a scam. I wish you could just contact the driver, because these guys that drive hotshot, they work really hard. And they run a ton of miles, unload and load these cars. My complaint is not with the drivers. It's these brokerages that they go through. It's like a middleman almost that I wish wasn't there. And it's a complete pain in the ass. Shout out to all you hotshot drivers. I know you guys work your butts off. But the broker deal, man, it sucks. Very, very aggravating situation. I hope none of you guys have to deal with it, because if there is a better option, drop me a comment below. I'd love to know it. But that was a freaking mess. All right, so boys, there you go. I hope that helps you prepare for your experience. And again, if anybody knows a better way to acquire automotive shipping, please hit your boy up, because that was a mess. But anyway, guys, let's get a quick update. Really, wow, yeah. So if you caught the last video, we did all the interior gutting and a lot of the front end. K-member is completely out. I did have a few people ask why we gutted the interior. The reason we gutted the interior is we're going to do Dynomat front to rear on the car. So that's why all the interior had to come out. And Also, a lot of the interior is going to be re-dyed, changed up, new door panels, a lot of other things. So it's just easier to get everything out, start with Dynomat and go from there. Trust me guys, if you've never Dynomatted a car, it's well worth it. But yeah guys, K-Member is out. She's on casters and ready to have the engine bay done. This thing's gonna be a beast, y'all, I'm telling you. She's all apart. We also did get the GT pressure wash. Let's go take a look at it. All right, boys, again, if you caught the last video, we got everything stripped out of the 93. And it was so nasty under here. Rusty, stained water from coolant leaks, grease, oil, everything else. But freaking look at it now. Our good friend Brian Dinkins with H2O Pressure Washing here locally brought his pressure washer out, and what a freaking difference. Again, you had to see it before to to understand the change. I mean, it looks amazing. So the 93 is ready to get some fresh drivetrain and then paint. So it's going to be looking good. We can't save them all, boys, but we can save as many as possible. And this one definitely is worthwhile getting saved. Clean black interior, fresh paint. Got the custom widened 93 Cobra reps for the back. Stock's on the front, or stock 93 Cobra width on the front. But this is going to be a really slick car. Of course, the head scan and take 306 and Holley EFI. Gonna be a really nice ride. All right, boys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. It's been cold, snowing, nasty, and of course, it's that time of year between Christmas and New Year's. People traveling, just hard to keep the content flowing, but I'm working harder than an ugly stripper for you. So hope you guys enjoy that. Gonna have the rewind video coming. We do one every year. Hope you guys enjoy that. But in the meantime, Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you guys for watching. And promise we got no end of epic shit for you in the new year. So everybody be safe. We'll see you in 2023.